Hey everyone, this is Kim Jacobs, the Balance Doctor. Came back to talk to you all today as a follow-up from yesterday when we talked about bite-sizing your Whopper projects and making them be able to be more manageable in a bite-sized fashion. How you can tackle any projects if you take it in just bite-sized portions. And we talked about that in great detail yesterday. But in the process, I received so many questions, and people wanted to know, how do I prevent procrastination? And that was like a big question. I want to let you know that the way that you prevent procrastination when you're dealing with all of these projects that you're trying to bring to closure is to recognize that procrastination is officially the assassination of your motivation. Can you say that with me? Procrastination is the assassination of your motivation, okay? So if you don't go ahead and kick procrastination theory in the head and decide today that today is the day that I'm going to set my goal and identify what my project will be and start putting something in motion towards accomplishing your project, you'll always procrastinate, because there's always something that comes up that you weren't expecting it to happen, and then hence I have to deal with it at a later time. And you don't want that to be the case when you're trying to bring closure to something that's important to you. So again, procrastination is what? Anybody know? The assassination of your motivation, and you don't want any type of assassination happening to something that you're motivated about, okay? So we're going to continue to press forward and not delay doing projects that we know we need to really focus on right away. They've been prolonged long enough, and it's time to get going towards doing those things. Hi everyone. I want to make sure also that you know that as a daily practice, you could do some of these things just right now, where you're practicing basic things along the way to be able to do better on just some basic things. Some people are so big on, here's this massive project that I'm going to be doing, and it's a lofty goal. Well, what about basic stuff like every day from a balance perspective? How do we deal with our household responsibilities? Whether it be just getting out of the bed in the morning and then waking up and never turning back to make our bed up? I'm not judging you. Now, I'm just simply, let me say, I'm your balance doctor. So I am not here to judge you or to condemn you for any reason. There are many times in my own life that some of the things that I share with you, they also happen in my life. There are no perfect people. But what I will tell you is that we can just decide, let's just do that for this week coming up. Right now, actually start today and make it a week from today. So today is Wednesday. So from this Wednesday until next Wednesday, let's make a decision together, collectively. This is us in this thing together. It's not me preaching at you or telling you what to do, but it's me and you, or you and I, working together to figure out what we're going to do on a daily basis to do just some small things to accomplish some projects within our own home. For example, making our bed. If that's a pet peeve of yours and it aggravates you when your children won't make their bed, why not make your own bed every day? Set that as an example for your household and encourage your children to do the same, and say, hey, we're going to have a make the bed just challenge for the week, and let's see who can make their bed every single day. So some things can become basic habits if we do it on a consistent basis. It may be something as simple as just putting the dishes away in your home, whether it be, okay, normally, I'll go to bed and leave the kitchen counter filled with dishes that night. Instead, this week, starting today, we're going to put the dishes away every single day. We will go to bed with the kitchen counter cleared. Is that something that can be manageable, something that can officially happen? Absolutely. The things that I'm saying are basic things, common sense things that can happen, that can change the outcome of how you feel when you come into your home and how you feel about how you're now balancing everything that you have on your plate. That is very important from a balance perspective, that if you can get some whoosha kind of moments, life is just so much better for you as a mom, as a single woman, and you're coming home and you're getting ready to start trying to put on your other hat and live another aspect of your life. Now you have to come home and the kitchen is filled with all of the dishes because you went to bed the night before and didn't get a chance to take care of it. Those things automatically add stress and frustration in your life. So the tips that I share with you are things that I know. And I know that I know that I know, as your balance doctor, that they are going to officially relieve just a little bit of stress and pressure off of you. The next thing that I would tell you is to make sure, and this was a big question from yesterday, how do I let people know that the project that I'm working on is just as important as what they're asking me to do for them? That was a very big question. I wanted to answer that by letting you know that people don't know what you're working on. So they're not trying to say, well, what I have going on is more important than what you have going on. The only way they'll ever know what you have going on is if you share it with them. So the way to do that is to let them know that right now I'm not able to work on that particular project. I'll be able to devote some time to that on this designated date, because right now you have a conflict with what they're requesting you to do. And it's important for you to speak up and be very clear in your communication, not in a rude way, but you're just simply saying that, hey, I could do what you're requesting me to do on Tuesday, or I could do it on Saturday, or I could do it next Wednesday. But right now, on this particular day, it's a conflict. I'm working on a project that I have a deadline associated with it, and I must complete it. But as soon as I'm done with that part of my project, I'll be sure to get back to you, and I can go ahead and move forward with what you're requesting from me. It's simple. It's not rocket science. It's not something that you have to feel bad about. If you have to say no sometimes to people, then you just say no. Now, be careful in saying no all the time. I'm big on saying no when you have to and not justifying why you're saying no. You don't have to make excuses about why you're saying no. But some people don't like to say no, so that's why I always give people options and wording. I massage in some wording on how you can say it and still feel good about it at the end of the day. So you'll hear me say stuff like, well, you know what, no, that date doesn't work, but what I can do is I can do it on this date. Can you let me know if that would work for you? That's still saying no. You still said no. And then there are some people, oh my goodness, there are some people that actually say no, and that's it. No, I'm not able to do it, with no explanation associated with it at all. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But either way, it still works. I think, as you can hear, I'm in the public here, and so you can hear some honking of a car going on. But I like being out in the public setting so that we can get a chance to just be in different environments and be able to have a different ambiance whenever I'm talking with you as your balance doctor. I hope that that's helped you. Some of the things that I've shared. Schedule your own projects on your own to-do list. If you don't schedule your own project, guess what? If it's not, as you look at how you're prioritizing your day, and in the midst of your day, you're not even putting your own project that's supposedly important to you on your own to-do list, then guess what? It's not important to you. And it's so not important to you that that's why anybody can fill your calendar with whatever else they need done, because you're not willing to even think enough of your own project to schedule your own self on your own project. That just makes no sense whatsoever. So if you think it's important to you, put it on a to-do list. And actually, studies show that about 55% of people put things on a to-do list anyway and never, ever accomplish what they've put on a to-do list. Now, I don't want to lean forward like this and try and be all in your business, because I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just simply trying to advise you of some good things that I know could really help you from a balance perspective. So I hope that I have been helpful today in just answering some of the questions from yesterday on how to bite-size your Whopper and bring closure to some of the projects that you have that are open-ended. Are you sick and tired of having projects get the best of you? And at the end of the day, the project is still there looking you in the face and saying, nah. You sure never got this one accomplished, did you? And you're never going to get it accomplished unless you make a decision that today, I don't care how much of the project I get done, I am going to start doing something towards making that project come to closure. And guess what? Eventually it will come to closure. because you finally made the decision to start. So I hope that I've answered some of the questions from yesterday's session, and I can't wait to talk to you again. We have some really great topics coming up, and I will be rolling out quite a few of those coming up soon, because it's all different aspects of balance. So it ranges from dealing with you being a mom and dealing with you going to work and having to try to figure out how you're going to balance your family, and then also balance your home life and balancing ministry, and all different walks of life. And I will be tackling all of those topics over the course of the time that we're together here on our communication methods. Listen, do me a favor and get to know me better by staying connected with me on our YouTube channel, which is The Balance Doctor. You can subscribe to that, and what happens is I post the videos, and you'll be able to share those videos with some of your friends, loved ones, your church members, some of even your enemies. Some of them might need to know how to better balance their lives too. But it's a way for us to stay connected. You can also go to the Facebook page of @The Balance Doctor and like the page, as well as purchase our book, Extreme Balance Makeover, right on extremebalancemakeover.com, or you can get it on Amazon. And most importantly, make sure you leave a review. Write a review for the book, Extreme Balance Makeover. Write a review on Amazon and tell me your thoughts about it. And I hope that it's been a positive experience as you've read the book so far. Take care of yourself, guys, and hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk with you soon. Have a great one.